Hi, everybody. Welcome back to episode 25 of the Totally Unqualified podcast. As the world sits on the brink of a world war, we come to you with a little bit of distraction about our lives and maybe some intergenerational advice that we might not need anymore if we all evaporate into nuclear energy. But we're here and we're podcasting.
I feel like we should be wearing those suits.
Like a hazmat
yes,
suit.
we should be wearing these hazmat and nuclear suits.
Yeah.
Want me to get right into it?
I don't really know if we have anything to preface. We didn't release an episode last week
was in
because
my
we were on
housekeeping.
vacation.
No, that wasn't really why. I feel like I want to housekeep it.
Okay. Okay. Then you can get right into it.
Okay. Getting right into housekeeping. Yep. So we didn't. Sorry. We have to figure out like an SOS way to like tell everybody that we're not going to have an episode.
Everyone gets emergency alerts for the nuclear war
and our episode. Yeah. No, totally unqualified pod. So we didn't have an episode. Ava and I did go to the beach house, and I want to do like a little update on this, which is we went to the beach house. It is a beach house that's our family beach house. It's the first season without having Bubby with us. And I have to say, it was a little hard to be there, and our motivation was lacking. And I did want to just check in because I know a lot of people who've lost their parents recently, and it is definitely a journey that is not linear. It's like you're fine, and then you totally do not feel fine. And that has been my experience where I'm like, I'm good, I'm okay. I rationally understand, but emotionally, it's a little bit of a roller coaster. And so I wasn't really up to it last week. So that's why we didn't have a pod. And I will say that this moment for people who've lost their parents, particularly, I'm going to say for women, because I've spoken to so many women who've recently lost their parents. It's this minute of trying to figure out, like, if you've been a caregiver long term, what's your purpose now? Because all of a sudden you've got some time, you feel like you have the availability to do stuff, and it's a little bit like a vacuum where you're just a little shocked and it's a little hard. So you're like, what's my purpose? What am I doing with my life? I don't know. For some reason, it's caught me a little off kilter, and everybody I know, frankly, who's been going through it. So I did want to address that and say that's really why. I don't want to lie and say we were just on vacation, because it wasn't fully that, although a little. Do you want to add anything to that?
No, I don't need to add anything to that. I was just know I will lie for you.
You will.
I was so good.
You will.
I was so good at that.
I know.
I did it so
good.
Easily. We were on
She
vacation.
Did. Don't you think that's really bad? That you.
Well,
what else do you lie to me about?
Well, it kind of just like goes into my dream of one day being an international spy.
Never gonna happen. Because Ava,
someone's going to tell badly. I wish it so badly.
Someone's going to tell Ava a state secret, and I think I've said this before. She's going to see the first person she knows and say, "I'm not supposed to tell you this."
I know, but
like, just keep it to yourself. But the world's ending.
In my soul and heart, like I would be an amazing spy.
I think you don't realize how dangerous it is. Like people get shot at, and
yeah, exactly. I would be amazing.
Did you see that the new head of MI6 is a woman?
No.
Yes. The British have appointed their head spy as a woman.
Good thing I'm going in 2 days. I'm going to buddy on up to her and be like,
speaking of not doing the podcast, we will say that TBD on next week.
Ava's going abroad, back to London town.
She's very excited to see her friends after studying there, and she did a little maneuver on her trip. So we did
a little pivot. Jamie and I are going to London and Amsterdam. We are so excited. Our flight is on Wednesday night, and honestly, I woke up this morning and I was like, opened my weather app and I was like, oh my God, the weather here is so beautiful.
In London, it's going to be...
Like, seriously?
Sorry. You thought it was New York, but it
Yes,
wasn't.
yes. And it was like perfect
Yes, I
low
saw that.
70s. Like, I could wear jeans and a
Yes.
t-shirt. That's like the ideal for me. Like, I get really, really hot. Like, you guys all get hot. You guys all have your menopause things. I am on fire 3 times more than you and more frequently.
Am I telling a secret when I say that really no one sweats like Ava
No one
Lowenthal?
sweats like me. I have to get the fact that this shirt is not discolored is insane.
I think we're going to Botox our armpits.
I have to get Botox in my armpits, guys. It is the most disgusting thing in the entire world, but I literally sweat like you've never met anybody in my... I can't re-wear a white t-shirt. I have to buy them in bulk because I know that they're going to be ruined after I wear them once or twice.
Yeah, I'm going to say
It's disgusting.
it's excessive. It's excessive.
Not something, that's why I'm extra hydrated all the time. But I looked at the weather and it's going to be beautiful there, which I can't wait.
Especially
for.
because we're not kidding. 96 outside today, 100 tomorrow. Feels like
I
105 here in
you
New
guys
York City.
could see Linus right now.
Yeah.
He is lying on the floor like
Comatose.
like he can't move, trying to suck up all of the coolness from the tile.
He
Oh,
is.
I don't know if you saw this, but apparently New York was classified by like one of the like climate things as like a continental climate, and now we've moved into being a subtropical climate because it gets so
I'm
hot.
not surprised.
Global warming.
And humid.
It's horrible. It's wet. The air is damp.
Yeah, it's gross. One last housekeeping thing, although I will say that...
Wait. I totally have been meaning to say this for 10 weeks. I'm sorry. I cut
Okay.
you off. And I told you I've been meaning to say this, and I can't believe you didn't put it in housekeeping. Fan, we got your DM.
Fan.
I am so sorry I haven't brought this to the table because I did tell you I would, and I thought that it was a great shout out. So when we were talking about mom style and being unfashionable and all that stuff, Fan
One of our favorite
fans
listeners. Our favorite fan.
sent me a DM that said, I wish that she sent me a DM of what is it? Keds. Of Keds. Because I said that they were uncool, sold out on the Anthropology website and said not to count them out. So you know what? Well, I don't like Keds. I can't say their mom style. Fan put me to shame, and for that she gets mentioned.
Fan, I do want to say this to you and Ava. I was looking at pictures from when you and Will were at Sleepaway Camp.
Yes,
and-
I had Keds for a period of time.
No, I had Keds. On visiting day, I liked my outfit, and I was wearing my navy blue Keds. And you know why I like them? Because they fit a narrow foot, and they felt really comfortable and narrow.
We
and
get
I
it.
am
You
all
have.
about the Keds.
She's obsessed with telling everyone that she has narrow feet. Like literally, the other day we were trying on shoes. She goes, "I don't know if these look good on me. My foot is more narrow." Okay, thanks. She's so skinny.
Triple A. Come on, that's narrow.
Whatever.
Okay, I think who
You
has
have
the
one more
narrowest
thing.
foot? Pumpkin. I think Pumpkin does. Wait, there may be 2. Because do you remember, was there anything to take from the conversation between Mitchell and Audrey that we had with them on male engagement rings? I know it hasn't died, but we did talk to them about that.
Yeah, Audrey was on my team.
Yeah.
But there wasn't any breakthrough.
But no, I thought Mitchell
was pretty
Mitchell was
open.
open to it.
Mitchell didn't shut it down, but he definitely wasn't ecstatic. But
he seemed open-minded to it.
Mitchell is the first open-minded guy we've gotten for the MANgagement ring, so maybe he'll be our test guinea
Thanks,
pig
Mitch.
at some point.
And thanks, Mitch, for listening. He told us he
Also,
liked...
like Mitchell's friends are getting like married soon.
Yes.
Fan.
Fan, we hear you have a wedding coming up. By the way, and I think it might be close to where we live, Fan. So I was thinking about crashing the after party. Don't tell her that. She'll freak out. Okay. I will not crash the after party. That's rude. I would never do that, but secretly I would. Okay. The last thing is one of our favorite listeners in Atlanta, who may or may not have the same name as me, sent me something really great this week. She too is following ChatGPT. I know you don't like when I talk about this.
I can't.
I need to. Okay, so MIT, did everybody hear this? MIT just completed a study, and they followed people's brains. They took scans of brains of a group of people in Boston who used ChatGPT. And they had 3 groups write essays. One had to do it all on their own. One had to do it, but could use like Google search or a search engine, and one did it with ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to tell you people, it's scary. It is. It's scary.
Yeah, because it does everything for you.
83.3% of the ChatGPT users could not quote from an essay that they just had ChatGPT write.
Wow.
So basically, they had ChatGPT do the essay. They looked at it, they read it, they passed it in, and then they were asked, what did your essay say? And none of them could say.
I'm dying.
Okay. It did reveal that basically ChatGPT makes us stupider. It does something with the neuroconnectivity within your brain and makes it much less so. And they had all these scans of brain matter that I couldn't understand. But here's what was the positive.
Did you put the article into ChatGPT to understand it?
I did not. But here's what the article basically said. The group that did the best was the group who wrote their own, and then they allowed ChatGPT to help them edit and refine.
That's me. Let's go.
So it seems that the group that did the worst were the people who used AI first, and then they said, okay, this isn't good, write your own.
Yeah, because they didn't have a foundation. It makes sense.
No,
They didn't have a foundation of knowledge.
It's about their cognitive ability.
What do you mean? No. That makes perfect sense, because if you were to write something that you knew about, they didn't have a foundation of knowledge. They threw their foundation of knowledge into
Yes. What you're saying is all correct. What I'm concerned with is that the heavy users of ChatGPT, the more people used it and relied on it, the less they were able to write their own essay. And I think that is really terrifying.
I hold your hand as I say, maybe you're just a little bit worried for yourself and you're projecting, because this sounds really good for me. That's exactly how I use ChatGPT, and I stand behind that.
Okay. I
for
understand.
you,
what? I use it too.
Your neuroconnectivity is perfect, Mom. You're not getting dumber.
I am getting dumber, and we're all getting dumber. So to my shout-out compatriot in Atlanta, thank you for sending me that. It's an MIT study if anybody wants to look it up. It's actually really interesting to read it. Okay.
Is that all of your housekeeping?
That's the end of my housekeeping.